Good afternoon, guys. What is going on? Hope everybody's having a great day. It is already 9 o'clock this evening. We have had an extremely long day. We've been up super early. We got home super late from work. We are back at the home base GREGA garage. This is gonna be kind of more of an update video just because we completely ran out of time today to really do a whole lot of anything. So Andy's been working in the home garage. We're gonna keep you updated on his mega cab build here. And like I said, yesterday, Sunday, we didn't really do a whole lot. We kind of hung out, spent some time with the wife, but today work just kind of really got in the way of getting over to the shop per se. So anyway, let's get started. Andy has been working away on here on the mega cab, making some changes. So I want to keep you guys updated on all of those. That way you guys know. So let's just kind of back up a little bit for those of you guys who don't know. This is my youngest brother, Andrew's 2006 5.9 mega cab. Has had quite a bit of work done to it. It's actually a pretty high mileage truck, even though you can't really tell. So some of the changes that we're making over the wintertime are fixing some rust. Most of you guys do know that. It's got the typical bubbling. We're gonna be buying some patch panels and having Mark blend those in and do a fantastic job. Instead of replacing bedsides can literally get insanely expensive. So basically the gist of Andrew's build was a pretty hot street build, more like on the 900-ish horsepower, maybe high eights, but it's getting toned down just because he wants to use the truck a little bit more for some towing, some everyday use, and he's kind of sick and tired of some of maybe the negative characteristics that come with a high horsepower street truck, a little bit of the lag, and just a little bit more, looking for a little bit more drivability, which still can be done, but we're gonna back the power down and just do it a little bit more comfortably, a little bit more on the grandpa style side of things. So as you can see, had the exhaust. This exhaust was actually kind of pieced together, if I remember correctly. Of course, got the typical flex section in here going from the 4-inch second gen swap downpipe to the 5-inch. So that's all going to get completely redone. Had an axle dump, which is cool, looks good, but definitely makes a whole lot more noise instead of the exhaust coming out the side. So we're gonna be switching this to normal exhaust. I think he's actually supposed to walk in any second now from pumping iron in the gym. Maybe he can kind of go in a little bit further detail when he walks through the door, but he is gonna be replacing the exhaust and fixing that whole setup up there and switching the outlet to a little bit more of a out the truck kind of way. Once the bed is off to the body shop, we're gonna go underneath here and kind of wire wheel and grind and get the frame all cleaned up. You can kind of see he's got a gooseneck hitch already installed underneath here. Let me see if we can kind of see that. Kind of see it up there. We're gonna take all of that off as well and get that all cleaned up and then put that back in there. Like I said, he does want to be able to tow my gooseneck around if he needs to. You can see the tailgate is off, the roll pan is off, tail lights are off. I think he said he actually got the bed pretty much already ready to come off. So bed bolt right up there, and it's a short bed, so there should be I think one right about here, or actually I think it's one here and one in the back. I think there's only 3 per side. So that's the plan. He does have the typical DNR custom track bars. Everything is extremely dirty right now, so I think he really just wants to try and clean it up. Seeing that this truck has almost 300,000 miles on it, it does need just some TLC action. It's back on the stock rollers for this winter time, and he's going to be getting new wheels and tires. He's kind of undecided, but the black American Force wheels that are on here are off. We don't know what we're kind of doing with them yet, but we're also going to take care of some of the paint chips that have occurred in the front, get the hood repainted. But one of the biggest things is we are going to be cleaning up the engine bay, which we really didn't get into last time we put this second gen swap on. We put this second gen swap off with the leftover parts that I had from another previous build and kind of just threw it together, got it running in one day kind of thing. Now we have some time to take it all apart, get it really cleaned up, clean up some of the rest of the truck. but for 300,000 miles, it is not looking too bad. So the turbo that was on there, let me go show you. After blowing up multiple SXE chargers, not because of the turbo's fault, we ended up finding out that he had an issue. Let me go back to the truck. We ended up having some oily issues because of the filter housing and the spring and check balls in that actual filter housing with the bypass and all that stuff was causing us to have no oil pressure in the turbo section. So it ended up blowing 2 SXE chargers with kind of out us knowing kind of the price you pay, but we didn't really know at the time. So we ended up throwing this other charger on here, which is kind of like freebie-ish, kind of just what we had laying around. It's a 471/96, I believe, 1.0, which is coming off. We're gonna get rid of that. So it comes with the housing, the turbo, and just a regular outlet, compressor outlet, not a race cover or anything like that. But I think he's gonna be selling this, getting rid of that. Again, if you guys, that fits kind of what you're looking for. I know it's a 471, I know it's a 96 turbine wheel. The exhaust housing, maybe he can, I believe it's a 1.0. I believe it's a 1.0 maybe on that. So changing the turbo up to something way more street friendly. There's the man himself. I told you he'd be in. How's the gym? Was it arm day?
Leg day.
Oh.
Leg day.
Oh man. So I'm just telling him the turbo, was that a 1.0 housing?
Yeah.
Okay, 71/96 1.0.
For sale. Tell him.
Yep, I told him it's coming off. So
I talked to Michael today. I think we're gonna go with a 463.
a 463.
Yeah, and then change the tuning, keep the injectors.
Keep the injectors.
I called him about that.
Okay, we didn't get there yet. Anyway, so the setup as far as fuel goes that he's been running almost this entire time was a set of 150% over Exergies that I had off of the original build for the 05 single 12mm Exergy pump that you got that, right? Yep, brand new 12mm Exergy pump. Love Exergy. Exergy 150% over injectors. Obviously an AirDog 2 4G pump. So the fueling, we're gonna try and stay the same and just kind of back down quite a bit and still achieve probably, I would say, an easy 600 or 700 horse, depending on the air setup that we decide to go with. So the 400 base chargers just are, even though the compressor millimeter might be the same, they're just a much stronger frame charger that will take more abuse. Even though the 300s do have their pluses too as well. But anyway, I think that is, and of course it's got a, I think it's got a Muldoon's stage 3. I don't know what stages he calls it, but got a pretty beefy Muldoon's trans already in it as well. So this thing's pretty much fully built. Just need to change up some minor air things. What are we doing with the exhaust again? I think we're going out the side, right?
Yeah, you can buy, someone can buy that too.
What are you gonna do? You're just gonna replace the whole thing?
That's a stainless diesel S400 downpipe. And yeah, it's just a 5-inch all the way back. I cut it for an axle dump.
Axle dump.
I just want to go out the back and I want to put a muffler in it, but it's all there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell him about the muffler. We're gonna go with a muffler, right?
A big one.
Yeah, a big one. I was actually gonna say when I first got my exhaust for the tow rig, it was just a regular 5-inch Flow Pro. It's, you know, about the 2 or 3 foot, maybe 2 foot long. And it's getting, even my truck now is getting loud, like, which I don't mind loud, but when you're towing at like 70-ish, man, it gets loud. Like, so leave a comment down below if you guys have some recommendations for like a 5-inch muffler that is like insanely quiet but doesn't rob power. Leave it down in the comments below. But that's where we're headed for Andrew's truck. I mentioned that we're gonna clean up the gooseneck hitch so you can tow with it. Is that pretty much it?
Paint?
Yeah. We're gonna fix the paint. I told him that. Leather. Last but not least, what are we doing? What are we doing with the bike?
I got.
Why is the front wheel off?
I'm gonna put new tires on.
Oh, you're gonna put a new front tire on it too?
Yeah, new tires.
So this breakout comes with a 240.
Going 250.
So we're getting down there. Andrew likes to get a little
some skiddies.
do some skids on the breakout, the Harley. So he needs new back tires, new tires in general, and you're gonna change the sprockets up, right?
The fully conversion, yeah, it just changes the teeth up. It's supposed to, from what I read, it's supposed to gain 13.1% low end torque. And the front pulley is only like 50 bucks and the back one's like 100. So everybody's saying, put cams in it, and I'd love to put cams in it, but that's a significant difference. I'll be able to tell for a cheaper cost, less involved build. So I think I'm gonna do that first, and then if
most people say though that the gearing in these 6-speed transmissions, they're geared really tall, so it moves the gearing, I guess, down a bit to help with less top end and more low end, I guess. Basically same thing to what you said, but these 6-speeds are just geared kind of tall. So
let me buy this turbo. It's all ready to go.
that's the update for the bike. And that's the 05's front bumper that we still haven't moved over there yet. We need to get over there. And the first gen tailgate that we still have to figure out what to do with. We don't want to ship this thing though.
I don't want to ship it.
Yeah, I don't want to ship it.
Oh, local pickup.
Well, you got to say that.
A local pickup, or
come drive.
or meet you or something, or just hit me up.
That's the general update for Andrew's truck. We should be dropping the bed off very, very soon, probably within a week or so. And yeah, we'll be back. Be back shortly for the upcoming season, ready to roll. Got any ideas on wheels?
Honestly thinking if anybody's got some for sale, some used ones, maybe 22 by 12s, 20 by 12s. See what's up. Chrome black, not sure yet. Might powder coat them. Crazy color. I ain't afraid to step out of the comfort zone.
Purple?
I don't know about purple, but something nasty. Let me know what you got. Send me DMs. My rims are not for sale.
But that is pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. Tonight we'll be back tomorrow, back to normal schedule, back in the shop, getting things done, getting things situated. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.